rising. All right. Good morning, gang to the gang, man. Hi there. This is Pearl Snap. Make it snappy. Welcome, Snap Tribe. I just started a little reading here to ask, what are your prospects for making money? Is anything standing in your way? What, if anything? And I started the reading already, and I decided to turn on the camera. So far we had an official person come out, an official person. We have a false person. And we have a main female. So those three cards made me think we're talking to a feminine energy, although you could be a masculine in your feminine energy, as they say. But I think we're talking to a woman. Okay. And from what I can see, there was an official person who was somewhat of a false person standing in the way of you making money, okay? Then the next card out was thoughts. Now, just look at this guy. He's an artist, okay? He's even reading tarot cards. Look at that. He's got these tarot cards with letters on them. On his table, you know, like some of the readers do. I see a C and an M. He's thinking about his creation. This guy's a creator. Now, does not that painting, I ask you, look a lot like the main female? Yeah, this is the creator thinking about you, okay? And I think the creator knows that this official person was a false person who was preventing you from making any money. Okay, all right, that's where we left off. Let's keep going. What else? What can you tell us about this false person, please? Hope you had a nice Easter holiday. We did. We took ourselves on a walk to the rose garden, which is beautiful. The roses are starting to bloom now. It's just beautiful, and I'll have to take you there soon. I'll take you down there so you can see the new fountain that was installed. Okay. Ooh, too many, but I'm going to take this one. Family room came out. Okay, there was a meeting in a room somewhere. Something happened in a room. There was a meeting. Some kind of decision was made that in the future, about your future. Look, the next card out is. In the near future, some kind of decision was made about your ability to make money, and it looks like it's looking really good for you. It's looking really, really good for you. Okay. Let's move these down. It's looking good for you, and the next card out is concern. Because the creator was concerned about you. You've been left out in the cold. He perhaps plotted against you in this room and decided that they didn't want you to have any money. They didn't want you moving ahead. But it looks like you're going to, okay? Because sudden wealth is going to come in. All because the creator was concerned that you've been left out in the cold too long. It really isn't fair what happened to you. Oh yeah, look. Someone else was making money with your stuff. Look. Someone else, a thief, was stealing your creation. A thief was stealing your creation. That's what I'm getting here now. There was a thief stealing your creation. You didn't even know that. You didn't know you were stuck under a dome. And that you were being watched all the time, okay? I'm getting now that this concern was, this is also the concern of these official false people. We're very concerned about the news about what they do under these domes going public. How they force people to put on a show, and they have hidden cameras on them or something. Something like that is what I'm getting. Your room. This is the view from the hidden camera on your space, on your private space that you thought was private. On your private life, there's always been a camera on. In this place where you live under this dome. And your TV show is piped out to a lot of people, and it brings in a lot of money for these wealthy, false official people. It brings in a lot of money for them. But suddenly it became known what they were doing, how they forced people into competition under these domes. And you have your own show, you didn't even know it. You didn't even know you're the star of a show. These people stole your life. They stole your life by putting you under this dome, putting you into this competition you didn't even know about. They made a lot of money doing that. They made a lot of money doing it. This must be the creative director of your show here. This is the creator of your show. Thinking about how popular you've become, but how agitated you are because you know damn well that you're not getting anything and somebody else is. So perhaps you're going to be allowed to have, to have some control over your own show, over your own life. Maybe you'll be able to make some money. You haven't been able to make money for a long time. Death in reverse. Okay, so they're not just going to let you die on the vine. They're going to let you make some money. They're going to let you make some money. What else? If they won't pop, I'll just take one. Okay, 3 of Wands. In this deck, it's Pepper Mills. The curtain's being pulled back by you, okay? See, you started to, this is why they were so concerned, because you started figuring out what was going on. And you were pulling back the curtain on their deceptions anyway. So I think they figured they might as well let you in on some of the profit, because otherwise you're just going to keep being agitated, and you're going to keep revealing things about these domes and what goes on under them. This is all terribly illegal, but it's still done anyway. What else? Now I'm looking at this and I'm seeing this official person got on top of the creator of this show and said, this is illegal. You can't televise someone else's life and make money and not share it with that person and they don't even know what's happening. But some of us have started figuring this out, okay? You started figuring it out. You started pulling back the curtain. You know, because this is also a card of waiting, the Three of Wands, because you've been waiting. You've been stuck in this weird nowheresville for a long, long time, waiting, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. This is the King of Swords. So this may very well be this official person. They kind of look alike. Look at them. I'm seeing that this is a person of the law. He has a sword too. Look, he has a sword. See that? So this is official person is in a legal profession, and he might have perhaps come in to advocate for you, and you don't know it yet. He got up all on their case. Yes, that's a yes. This is the Ace of Wands, which is a card of new beginnings. So it looks like you beat death out. You beat out death, okay? And you're going to be able to have a fresh start with some sudden wealth. It may just be that some of the money that your show has made so far is going to be transferred to your bank account, somehow. Maybe through a legal means, through a lawsuit. Maybe this King of Swords, this official person, is going to help you sue these people or something. Or maybe they're already under judgment. Maybe there's already a court case going on in which you'll be awarded damages for being, trapped under this dome where they made a movie about you and you didn't even know it. Because that's what's been going on, people. Okay, look, Eight of Wands. Some kind of communication is going to be coming in soon. And look, it's big. See, look at that size of that puppy. Whatever's going on, it got someone out of control. You started something. See you down there in that corner. You started something that kind of took off and got out of the control of these fake official people. There's going to be some communication about that soon. About, look, okay, we had the Fool and the Magician. This is great. This is great because the Fool is definitely a card of new beginnings, isn't it? It definitely is. This is when a cycle is over. This is the first card, the first and the last, the Alpha and the Omega. This Fool card is you starting over, you getting a fresh start, you being granted the magic of new life, okay? It's like we just had Easter. It's like the resurrection here. And the Magician is card number 1. It's the first card. This is when you get to decide, what do you want to do with your new, fresh life? What kind of magic are you going to make? What's he doing? He's pulling a rabbit out of a hat while the Cheshire Cat smiles down like the sun up there. I love this deck. I just love this deck. In case anyone would like to buy it, it's called the Wonderland Tarot. I just love it. I've seen other Alice in Wonderland decks, but they're kind of, I never like any of the other illustrations. They look kind of cheesy. These look very much like the original book by was it, who wrote Alice in Wonderland? I forget. Lewis Carroll. The original books had illustrations that looked like this. So you're gonna go. You're on the Fool's journey now. You're being guided, possibly off the cliff. You're leaving your comfort zone there. You wised up and you figured out that somebody else was controlling your life, and now you're going to have control. Now you're the Magician. Okay, now you are going to be the creator. Now you're going to create your own show. You're going to be in charge of your money. You're going to be advancing on the path of your life the way you want it to be. What else? Yeah, you're being guided out of this place, out from under this dome where you've been stuck. Six of Swords. You're being guided out of there finally. See, this is you and your ship sailing away to distant horizons where you'll be starting your new life. And here we have the Two of Swords. There's some kind of a choice you'll even have that you'll be able to make about where you're going. Do you want to go this way? Or do you want to go that way? Do you want to go that way? You get to decide now. You get to create it. Create it the way you want it. We're 17 minutes in. I don't want to make this too long. This is about you getting out from under the dome, taking control of your own life, trying to increase your prosperity because you've been kept from making any money for such a long time. You have new strength to do this. You have new strength to do this. Remember, you got the Ace of Wands here. You have new strength to start this new life. You feel rejuvenated, renewed energy. Somehow you're coming up with the energy to relaunch yourself, relaunch your life after these thieves stole it from you. Okay? You have new energy against them. You are a star, and you will create your life just the way you want it to be. You're the star of your own show. Go for it. That's what I have for you today. This dome stuff is really outrageous. And I wanted to just do a few minutes of commentary about that and what I've been able to intuit about this, about being under the dome. First of all, it makes me really mad. That's why I painted the Punisher rock. It pisses me off that somebody trapped me here and has had hidden cameras on me, you know, so that they can broadcast my life out there and make money on it. I'm making a profit for someone. People were betting for me and against me in a competition. I didn't even know about it, okay? That's what happens to people who start figuring out what's really going on. You know, I mean, I was always one of those people who was determined to figure out what's going on. And when I first started understanding about the magic, the very first intention that I set was to know the truth about my own life. That's what I wanted more than anything else, because I knew something was wrong. I knew something was terribly, drastically wrong with my life. And I wanted to know what? My family had pulled away from me. They're acting weird. My mother's acting weird. And as I began to gradually understand more and more about witchcraft and occult stuff, I realized that my mother is possessed by demons. I recently had confirmation about that, and I talked to one of my cousins, and her mother is my mother's sister. They're both in their late 80s now, and they're both bat crap crazy, okay? And they're both extremely abusive, and they talk like demons, they act like demons. And the two of us talked. She's a psychic too. And we decided that our mothers were demonically possessed. And you see, this is what has happened. Something got loose in the world. It was like a demonic energy. And it can go into people. It can go into this person or that person or wherever it needs to go to stop you, truth teller, truth digger, truth lover, to stop you from having a life. It even made a way to make money, stopping you and trapping you under this dome. So it became a wealthy man at your expense, trapping you under this dome. Now these domes are all over the place, okay, with people who are unwittingly part of these games. You're a gladiator, okay? You're a gladiator. You play these games to the death. These are death matches. But remember, this came out in reverse, so you beat the devil. You beat the devil. By understanding this, by transcending it, by figuring it out. Yeah, you're the star of a show. You got a lot of people out there who know who you are. That's why when you walk into Walmart, you see people dressed like you. Stuff like that. It's just so weird. I never, ever, ever thought ever that things would go to this direction and get like this. See, I'm 65, so I've been around a long time. A long time. Things were not like this when I was growing up. They weren't like this. What was going on was these people these demons that came in, they were getting started with their campaign to make slaves out of everybody. It's like Westworld, okay? They turned this whole place into a profit-making enterprise where, you know, we were all part of their show that they were financing. Okay, let's get an oracle card for today. That's probably enough said about the weirdness that's going on. Just understand that it has taken over everything. We don't have a government as we used to know it anymore at all. Our government is a clown show. And these people took over, they're running it. They're the ones that these official people are getting on top of now. In the background, don't doubt it. There's something going on to stop this madness, okay? So let's get an oracle card to lay down on top of this mess. Oh, excellent. The architect has come out. Remember what I said about, you got the magician card. You're now going to be the creator of your own show. You're going to be the architect. You're going to design the show. You're going to engineer the show. You're going to infuse the show with meaning. You're not a scapegoat anymore. You're the greatest of all time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you feel guided to, please donate. Because Pearl Snap is still under a dome. And she don't like it here. She needs to get out. Have a wonderful day.